Recipro- Reciprocation. I don't know how I was going to start this morning with what God has given me as far as reciprocation. Blessings, peace, prosperity, and protection from the God that sit up on the throne. All power is in his hands. Love be the reason. This is Queen Plasantifa. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. What I'll be discussing in this video is about reciprocation. Reciprocation, reciprocated, reciprocate, letting go, and not letting go. Okay, what we want in life, what everyone wants in life, genuinely, is to be loved. Everybody want the same love they put out. We're not talking about lust. We're not talking about bitterness, angry, jealousy. We're not talking about that. We're talking about love. Everybody wants that. In fact, that's what love is. If you have to give love a definition, the word should be reciprocation. How about reciprocating me? I was pondering this morning. I've been praying all night, and in my prayer, it has to do with what I put out. Normally, it's the Lord, and Lord, I thank you, and I was thanking Him. I did thank Him for waking me up this morning and waking my family up, and prayer. You pray for protection and guidance, and order our steps, and you decree things, and you tear down things, and you just go into this prayer. Okay, I'm not talking about those little side prayers. I'm talking about prayer when you having a full conversation with God on the things that you approve and disapprove, He approve and disapprove, and what you're looking for in His Word, and the manifestation of Him moving in your life. So either you're going to, well, I was wondering if reciprocate and letting go is in competition with each other or battling against each other, with the idea of keep going. Because those are the three main things that we have to do. It's mandatory. If you're alive, if you're living, it's mandatory to reciprocate, to let go, and keep going. Now, let's use Lot and his wife for an example. And I'm going to think this one through. For an example, when they had to leave Sodom and Gomorrah before the place was destroyed, and they packed up, they had to go. The angel told Lot, go and do not look back, right? Lot's wife looked back. So she didn't really let go. Her heart was stuck on what was behind her. Because I'm thinking it was something that she was receiving back there, reciprocation to whatever it was that she was indulged in. But although she looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt, Lot And his daughters had to keep going because he had to be obedient. So I'm learning that a lot of our pain is not letting go. So now each and every one of us, you, myself, and anybody that watched this at any time can all say family, family. Because we grew up together don't mean we all received the same reciprocation. We didn't all receive the same level of love, understanding, clarity. We didn't even get the same amount of food on our plates. We didn't get the same hugs. We didn't get the same answers. We didn't even get the same behind whoopings. So everybody have their own vision, their own view on how things are supposed to be in their individual life. So now that we're grown, it's not about our individual life. It's about God and what he wants. It's not our view, but it's about God and how he wants us to live. Because he created us for a time such as now, such as yesterday, such as all the times, and such as the future to come, providing we're still alive. So is reciprocation and letting go opposite, or is it something that's all put together? See, I have learned that the same love I put out, I can't expect that back. You can't expect that back because that's your level of love, your thought process, your way of doing things. And so, yes, yours may seem more genuine than others because there are certain things that you absolutely will not do. And there are things that you will do, nobody else will. So now, does it make them a bad person? Yes, it does. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to do according to the word of God, the Bible, the word, the scriptures, and you're applying this to your life, and you're doing everything you can to make things happen, to build family, to build relationships, to build business according to the word of God. You're going to be successful. That's one. But what the holdback is, and I had to learn this, is trying to pull other people that don't want the same thing you want. They don't want that same love. They don't want that righteousness. I mean, I pray. I thank God. I read my Bible. I read the Bible 2 times, all the way through, from front to back, and I'm scheduled, and then I have my prayer time and this and that. But that is not, that's religion, baby. What about the relationship? So, in some people's mind, that is relationship. Okay, we're talking about reciprocation right now. My heart yearns, my heart yearns for family, for structure, for love, embracement, understanding. Give me some clarity. But I have to let go. So I have to let go of what is holding me down, what's putting this dead weight on me. But how do you do that when it's family? When what you live for is family? How do you do that? I don't know how to do that. Of course, I'll be fasting and praying because I've got to let go because I need to go forward. And if I have to go forward by myself, so be it. See, I'm a loner anyway. I do things by myself and I enjoy it. See, just because I'm alone don't mean I'm lonely. I'm not lonely per se, but I love family. I love the laughters. I love the holidays. I love the embracements. I love the little whispers and smelling the foods. I love seeing family that we haven't seen in so long just pop up. I love the character of all of my family members, their laughs. I have a cousin. His name is Edward. His laugh, no one has a laugh like his. He's the only person I know that can laugh and have a straight face and be genuinely laughing. And his laugh, it carries on. How do you have an event? How do you have a family thing without that laughter? How do you have a family thing without that particular person stepping into the door and you're like, oh my God, how does this stuff happen? So, how do you detach, let go, and continue to go forward without? When you want reciprocation, what I put out, I want back. But then what you put out and you love and what you get back is the opposite of love. And you did nothing. All you did was love, and nobody can say what you've actually done because you've done nothing. Okay, so now some of you can look at your life, look back and reflect on your life and say, okay, well, they probably saying this because I did do this and I did say this and I did go here and I did, and you could come up with some things and you have never asked for forgiveness or forgiven. Okay, but when you have asked for forgiveness and you have shared why you do things the way you do and why you separate you just went through that whole thing and you apologize and they don't, and you're sitting there like, okay, I just laid my heart out, tears came running down my face, and all you can hear on the other line is breathing because you actually struck a nerve just for speaking your truth. Reciprocation. I'm trying to stay focused. So Lot's wife looked back because there was something back there she wanted. She loved. Because there's no way in the world, something back there she nourished. She was attached to and couldn't let go. It was that she was being nosy. Let me see. Oh yeah, the place is burning down. No, her heart was there according to the scriptures. The description of everything was her heart was there. And there was a lot of sin going on there. It was fornication, masturbation, homosexuality, stealing, lying, cheating. You name it, everything against what God teaches us according to the scriptures, baby. What God is teaching us and how we're supposed to live right and holy and acceptable unto Him. They went totally against that. I mean, come on. Those men even wanted to have sex with the angels, which were men. According to the scriptures. What I've learned and what you'll learn too. I mean, it's sad. Everybody knows. So letting go, letting go. And so this is what you have to do. You have to let go.